Burns.com and author of Using Technology with Elementary Music Approaches, out now on Amazon, which supplies lessons for all different elementary music approaches, from Dr. Feyerabend's First Steps to Kodai to Orff Schulerk and project-based learning. In today's activity, we're going to see it done twice, once in Seesaw and once in Google Slides. Please join me. Today's example, I'm going to show you this activity in Seesaw and then in Google Slides. And this is a 6/8 rhythmic composition activity as well as a singing activity. If you cannot sing in class, you can do this remotely. So this is in Seesaw, and this is from the student journal point of view. And we're going to add the response and go right into the activity. Here shows you the song, but it doesn't tell you yet what the meter is. This little video right here will play the song for you. And it starts off, and if you're live, you can do this with boom whackers. When we go over to the next page, because they listen to it, here it tells you to click play here and listen to the song with the words and see the example, which is using the glow pen to keep the beat. So then they will actually tap the mic and use the glow pen and sing it. But that's after listening to the example a few times. And then they'll click check to submit that. Going to the next page, now they start to see this in boom whacker colors. So they can actually play this remotely on virtual boom whackers if you can't play it in person on acoustic boom whackers. So go ahead and click the link. It brings you to ViewPure. This is a YouTube video, but if you use the numbers that are here, you can play this. So you go and you hit the 8. This is a ViewPure link, so I know it has this right there, but no ads pop up because it is ViewPure. So you go back to Seesaw, it tells you that, but if you're on an iOS device, it will open the web browser. When done, come back and go to page 4. Then in page 4, what you're doing here is you're going to click and drag. So make sure they have the hand tool and they're going to click and drag. Now, making this activity in Seesaw wasn't too challenging once you got it down. Now, could you do this in Google Slides and bring it into Seesaw? Sure you can. I created this directly in Seesaw, and to do that, the first thing I did was I used Canva to create this background, and I downloaded it and put it in. So Canva had the images, then I used Canva's text tool to make this backdrop. Now, Canva has an educator's account, or version, so go to canva.com and try it out today. The video right here was just using Loom, if you can't tell, and Loom has a free educator's version where you can create unlimited timing on your screen recordings. So if you have an educator's email, you can get Loom for free. After the pandemic, Loom will give you 45 minutes of screen recording, so Loom's a great deal. So I did that. I downloaded it and just uploaded it right here into Seesaw. This is under 250 megabytes. And I agree with Chris Russell. If you've seen him writing on the pages to say convert it down to under 250 megabytes and put it here, I agree. Instead of having the students jump out a lot, keep it here inside a Seesaw. We jumped over to this page. Now on this one, when I wanted to make the example, all I did was duplicate this page like this. Let's say this was going to be the example. We duplicated it, and now I have a new page, and we hit the microphone tool. Once I did that, I'm going to delete this page now. I hit that microphone, and it created this recording. I just resized it and cut and paste it here. So it's really just I duplicated this page, hit the mic tool, sang and used the glow pen, clicked done, and then resized it and cut and paste it into here. So now they have the example. Over here again, I use Canva and I just adjusted the colors so they matched Boomwhacker colors. And this one is the virtual Boomwhacker link. So I put this into ViewPure and we got this virtual Boomwhacker link. And this you can just play with numbers. It's great. And then finally here, to create this drag and drop, all I did was I used any tool that you can to create rhythms. It's really up to you how you used it. I used Canva again, and I just had notation graphics and then just downloaded it and uploaded it here in Seesaw. Now to make it so it infinitely clones, it's not actually infinitely cloned. All I did was cut and paste it or copy and paste it 3 times. So there's 3 overlayered like that. And then just to make sure it doesn't fall under anything, as you know in Seesaw, when you're here, go over here and make sure you bring it to the front. Don't lock this because you do want them to move it. And there's 3 of them each so that they can create their own. Over here I use the shape tool and links to bring it back to page 1. That's how I made this in Seesaw. Again, using here, I always get asked, how did you get these emojis? If you are on a Mac, hit Control Command Spacebar at the same time when you're in the text tool. And when you do, it pops up the emoji keyboard. And then you can put emojis in, which are really nice. Now, that was the student view. Let's jump over to the Google Slides. So this is the Google Slide version. You will not put it in present mode because that click and drag won't work in present mode. Here in Google Slides, I again took the Canva and, well, first of all, my background is my virtual classroom. Then I uploaded the image from Canva. Here, this, of course, is a YouTube link. So I uploaded my song into YouTube, made it unlisted, and that's how I got here. This arrow has a link. You just click the link and you can say next slide. Coming over here, this one, so I made that video inside of Seesaw. So it's not something I can pull out of Seesaw. So what did I do? I used Loom again. I used Loom just to record this part of the screen and then put it here, upload it to YouTube as unlisted link, and put it right here. Remember, an unlisted YouTube link will mean it will have no ads or any forward videos after it, like going forward to the next video. On this one, I varied the activity here so they had to guess what the meter was. And then on page 4, here come the Boomwhacker colors and the link that, again, brings you to this ViewPure. Finally, to do a drag and drop, in Google Slides, you do this. So I took that graphic and I copy, which can be File Copy or Command C, or depending on your device, it could be Control C, and then paste, which could be File Paste, Command V, Control V, and I did that three times because that's all we needed. Then I grabbed it. It's a little easier to grab if they aren't like so close to each other. So I grabbed these 3 like this. It's easier when I can do this way. Let me do it this way. So I grab them like that, and then I right click. I go align horizontally center. That puts them all on top of each other. Then I right click again, or control click works. And then I align vertically to the middle. When you do that, and they all move together and they're all on top of each other. So it looks like an infinite clone, but it isn't. Let me just put it right there. And now you have kind of an infinite clone looking drag and drop. And then it says, what does your new composition sound like? So I hope this helped. That's what's going on today in Seesaw and Google Slides. It's a 6/8 rhythmic composition and song. Perfect for this time of year if you're in the States experiencing fall. You might not be, but then again, you can always pretend you are. So I hope that helps. Check out my new book. Follow me on YouTube and Twitter, and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Each week I come out with some new activity and then explain how to do it. Hope you're doing well, and hope to see you soon.